We are here with our friends at Ronco. We are going to do some SPS demo. So first we will present all the equipments that we have here. So we have an AudioCodes phone, 4001, that's the number that associates with that phone. And we also have a computer next to it, that's a laptop here. And that laptop has the SPS software inside, including all the services such as DNS services and DHCP. We also have an X-Lite client. It's a soft phone client that everybody is familiar with. We have another phone, another AudioCodes phone here. This is a 4002 associate number to it. It's another phone that we are going to present during the SPS demo. And we have a Cisco phone 7960 with a SIP version. Okay, that will be user number 4. And also we have a client on a mobile. This is a client that we have here. It's a client, it's a mobile client for Microsoft Link that we have on the iPhone. We have, of course, clients not only for iPhone but also for BlackBerry and Android, etc. So what is an SPS basically? SPS is a software runs on that laptop. The SPS takes non-certified Microsoft Link phones, such as you saw, the AudioCodes phone, a mobile client, as well as a Cisco phone, and the SPS, SIP phone support, that's the acronym, the SPS, translate that into a Microsoft Link, so you will be able to see presence, of course, and incoming and outgoing call. AudioCodes SPS is based on UCMA, which is the Unified Communication Microsoft API. As a gold partner, we have access to that API, and we wrote the SPS on top of that API. So let's do the demo. John, if you can, let's present the communicator that I have here. So this is a communicator. This is R2. We have the same thing for Link. The communicator is associated with user number 1. User number 1, basically, it's the AudioCodes IP phone here, as well as the client. So let's make a very simple call from AudioCodes IP phone here to another AudioCodes IP phone, from user number 1 to user number 2. I have everything on speed dial that are pre-configured before the demo, so I can just dial the second AudioCodes and I can pick up the phone. 1 2 1 2 1 2. There is voice, and of course presence is being changed to in a call. Okay, remember, none of these phones are certified with Microsoft, and still you can see presence. Everybody in the organization can see that you are in a call. I will disconnect that. The presence goes back to free. Let's make another call to, for example, Cisco phone. Everything is on speed dial, as I said. Cisco phone is user number 4. I will call the Cisco phone. Pick up the phone. 1 2 1 2. We have voice between the endpoints, and we have, of course, presence change IP phone 1, which is the AudioCodes IP phone, and the Cisco phone. Very important thing to understand: the RTP goes between endpoint to endpoint. AudioCodes SPS, the RTP doesn't go inside through the SPS. The RTP goes between endpoint to endpoint. Only the signaling goes through the SPS, unlike other product in the market that the RTP goes through the machine. With AudioCodes, just the signaling. That basically it's a good for capacity and stability. You don't need to deal with RTP through the host server, but only signaling. And of course, the capacity, our SPS can reach up to thousands of users based on the horsepower of a PC for the signaling. So, of course, we can dial from the client itself. I can go to the client. I can dial to, for example, user number 2. It will ring the phone, 1 2 1 2. And of course, you can dial from the client to another phone, presence, etc. I can do the same thing with X-Lite. I can dial from the X-Lite. 4004 is the Cisco phone. It rings with the Cisco, 1 2 1 2, and of course presence change all the time. Now, okay, so we are going to call now from user number 2 from AudioCodes IP phone to user number 1. Remember, user number 1 associated to 3 endpoints. 1 is the client in the mobile, the client in the laptop, as well as the AudioCodes IP phone. SPS supports up to 5 endpoints per 1 account. So I'm going to call user number 1, and as you see, it rings 3 times on my mobile, on the laptop here, the client, as well as the AudioCodes phone. I will pick up from the iPhone. 1 2 1 2, and you see voice coming through. You can see that I'm in a call now, and I can end the call. And of course, presence back to be clear. So if you are in the office, you can pick up your phone, your IP phone. If you are on the road and you are in a hotel, you can use the laptop. And if you are traveling anywhere else, you can use the client using the local Wi-Fi or 3G network. Of course, it has to be registered to an SBC as a remote user, and it's all. And we have another server. It's a management server that can send all the SMS messages to anyone that wants to download that client. Everything is integrated into Microsoft Lync. Okay, so the list of the phone, we also have a list of all the phones that we have certified with SPS Link, with with AudioCodes SPS, I'm sorry. Of course, we have the Polycom phone, the Cisco phone, Snap phone, Astra. We have also Avaya phones, the 96XX series phone. Everything we have tested and certified with SPS. And that basically was the demo. If there is any question.
So is the connection to the iPhone, is that voice connection secure?
Okay, so we can do that. We can do a secured connection to the iPhone. I forgot to mention that I have also a Wi-Fi connection here locally. This is an AudioCodes device with the Wi-Fi connectivity, and basically the iPhone registered through Wi-Fi, and every component here are connected to the same switch here in the AudioCodes device. I also want to show you the web interface of the device, how easy it is to configure and manage those users. So first of all, when you log into the SPS, you can see all the services. It tells you if the services are up or down. And also, I forgot to mention that all the users are coming from the Active Directory. So if I would like to add a user, it's all registered. It's all coming from the Active Directory. So I can add a user. I have a user, and add a new user. If I press the name of the user, for example, IP phone number 1, it tells you all the users that it has in the Active Directory, the current Active Directory. So you do not have to create anything. You just import the user from the Active Directory into the SPS. And SPS will have all the names and the names and numbers and domain name, etc. I also want to show you that we also have, of course, CDR for each call, but we also have call status. So on any given time, you can see calls that are coming through the SPS. For example, let's make a call from number 1 to number 2, and you can see active call here between IP phone number 1 to IP phone number 2. You can see the icon as is phone to phone. If it was a communicator, it was a different icon. Let's make another call from Cisco phone, for example, to from Cisco phone to the X-Lite. And then you can see from Cisco phone there is another one, and tells you, of course, the name from Cisco phone to X-Lite. Everything is based on the everything. You see pictures, and you can see the status on each and one of the call. If I hang up one call, it hangs up from the status. Alright, so that was the SPS demo. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. And if there is any questions or technical design that you need, you know how to contact us. Thank you very much.